Hey, what is happening, YouTube? What's up, guys? Rules for Rebels here with Side Hustle Thursday. So I think you guys are going to like today's story. Today's story is something that is locally based and offline. So this will probably be especially appealing to those of you without a lot of money to start a business, as this business requires almost no money to start, as well as to maybe some of you guys who aren't necessarily looking to start an online business. Maybe you're not that knowledgeable about online. Maybe your computer skills are lacking a little bit, or maybe you just like working in the real world off online. Either way, this business will appeal to those of you. So one thing I notice about a lot of young entrepreneurs is that they're so hung up on everything on the internet that they forget there's a whole world of business going on offline as well. If you guys are interested in offline businesses that are kind of things you can start up without a lot of money, check out my man Kevin the Window Cleaner. Search Kevin the Window Cleaner on YouTube. Later in life, he started a business window cleaning. Seems like he's having a lot of success with it and enjoying it. That's another example of an offline business. But let's get back to today's business. So another thing I wanted to mention about today's side hustle is the entrepreneur in today's side hustle was only 19 when he started his business. I know many times younger people think that being young is a disadvantage, but it definitely has some advantages as well. So when you're young, not a lot of your friends have serious jobs. Many of them have a lot of free time, or maybe are going to college looking to make some extra money on the side. So that means you have a lot of potential employees that can potentially work for you. Now contrast this with when you get into your 30s or 40s and most of your friends are going to have families and established professional careers, and you're not going to have your buddies around to help you get a business started. So in a lot of ways, when you're younger, when you're in your late teens, early 20s, one of the best times that you can possibly start a business. So today's story involves a local service-based business. Now what I really like about a service-based business hustles is they tend to be things that can start bringing in money fairly quickly. Whereas some of these other hustles like affiliate marketing, blogging, and even like Amazon FBA products can be more longer term plays. A lot of times service-based businesses can also be things that you can start up with little to no money as well. So today's story is about Ryan Kelly from Chicago, Illinois. Ryan is actually someone I grew up with, and after graduating from high school, Ryan worked for his dad for a brief while. Now one day his dad put him in charge of getting some marketing materials over to a direct marketing company. So for those of you guys who don't know what direct marketing is, it's basically putting flyers on cars and or door hangers on houses. You may have come home from work one day to find a door hanger on your door. They basically look like those do not disturb signs that they hang on hotel doors, except these ones feature advertisements. So you may see one for a roofing company or a landscaping company or someone trying to sell siding. And Ryan was surprised when he saw how much his dad's company was paying this direct marketing company to simply pass out flyers. So Ryan was intrigued, and he decided to explore this business idea further. He noticed there was really only one other business in the area providing this service, and while he had no idea about how the business actually worked, he felt that the prices were pretty high for just passing out flyers. So he set out on starting his own direct marketing business. He first started contacting local businesses, dropping by local businesses, and telling them he was a direct marketing service and could pass out their flyers and or marketing materials to local residents. He could target specific neighborhoods, and this was attractive to businesses as they could target specific neighborhoods. So if a new neighborhood just recently started being developed and none of the lawns in that neighborhood have sod, well, it might be good for a landscaping business to target that specific area and try to get some of that business and lay sod in some of those new houses. Other areas, maybe a certain neighborhood has had some hail damage, a roofing company could contact them. So it's really attractive to businesses to be able to target specific areas and local residences and things like that. So as he slowly his business grew, it began with him personally passing out the flyers himself. He had a newspaper delivery guy bag and would walk around or bike around or rollerblade around, putting these door hangers on doors. And as he began to land more jobs, he couldn't keep up with passing out all the flyers himself, so he hired a few friends. And actually, at one point, I actually worked for him for a short period of time. And that's one of the pros of being a young entrepreneur. I was in college at the time. I was on trimesters, so my class schedule was constantly changing, and it was tough being locked down by a job schedule. But I was looking to make some money. He needed an employee. I worked for him for a little bit of time, and it wound up working out and benefiting both of us. He also hired a few other friends of ours as well, and the business continued to grow. One thing he noticed is that some of the businesses he contacted, they were interested in his service, but they didn't have door hangers or marketing materials already. They didn't have an in-house graphic designer to design something for them. And well, today, we have a lot of like services like Fiverr and Canva where people can get that stuff done pretty cheaply. Like back when he started this business, all this stuff wasn't around. So I mean, if you wanted to get some custom design flyer or marketing material, you kind of needed to contact like a real graphic designer off Craigslist. They may charge you 150, 200 bucks to design like a door hanger for you. Then you had to get them printed. So he wound up contacting Ryan, wound up contacting a local printing company and worked out an arrangement with him. Whereas basically, if he sent all his flyer business to them, they would offer him discounted printing, and he could also pocket a little bit of that extra money off what he charges customers. So just for example, maybe he charges his customers 8 cents per door hanger or flyer. He's actually getting them printed for 4 or 5 cents. So in addition to what he's charging for actually passing out the flyers, which may have been 8 or 10 cents per home, I forget what it was. He was also making a couple cents on each flyer that they got printed out. And the printing company obviously had an in-house graphic designer as well, so he also got them to agree to design the door hangers for free. So that was kind of a bonus that he offered. Oh, you'd like to get into direct marketing, but you don't have any marketing materials? Here's what we can do. I can offer you the printing and the distribution of these, and I'll also have my graphic design team also, mock up a couple designs for you, and you can choose the one that you like the best. So it was kind of a free bonus that he had to offer to his customers. So fast forward a few years, and this business has grown tremendously. They've expanded into other cities and other areas. They have 3 people working in sales, a couple more people working in the office and customer service, and also dozens and dozens of employees doing the actual flyer passing out. The business is extremely successful and continuing to grow, and Ryan enjoys his job. He works from home, he does some sales and tries to lock down more jobs, and pretty much spends the rest of his day driving around just checking on his crews, making sure flyers and door hangers are being passed out properly. It's a pretty straightforward business, and his employees can pretty much run things for him these days. So he's also had a lot of free time on his hands, and he's gotten into dabbling in real estate, both flipping houses and doing rental properties. So he's doing well. The business is doing well, and this is what a local-based kind of service-based business can do. Not everything has to be online. So today's side hustle, guys, I realize everyone wants to do something online, but keep in mind, a whole business world exists off the internet, and it's oftentimes cheaper and easier to get into. Whether you don't have a lot of money to get started, don't have a ton of computer skills, or need something that's going to start bringing in money early on as opposed to some of these longer term plays, look to local-based service businesses. So guys, that's today's story. Maybe you want to do something like this. Maybe this spurred a similar idea of your own. If any of you happen to run a business like this or have in the past, if any of you guys have worked for a business like this, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. And until next time, guys, this is Rules for Rebels signing off. I'll see you guys on the next video.